Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for being here on time. Will the meeting please come to order?
Okay.
Thank you. Now we shall proceed with our regrow project discussion. So, Miss Kathleen, how is everything going on with the project since our last meeting? Could you please give us a brief update on your team's progress?
Good morning, ma'am. First, I would like to thank you for agreeing to meet with us, and I have to apologize that due to some technical error, my webcam could not function. So, right to it, the reason we have organized this meeting was to address some concerning issue in regards to the progress of our regrow project. You see, our estimation of certain factors, such as the number of volunteers, has exceeded our expectations. Initially, we plan to involve roughly around 20 local participants from Kampung Pendamar in Klang. Fortunately, for the objective of the event, we had been informed that there are 50 participants and a TV network would like to broadcast our event to repopulate the wildlife.
That is brilliant news. However, keep in mind that the more number of participants will result in greater expenses. As I've mentioned in our previous meeting, the board has only allocated RM 3,000 for this particular project. Your team needs to lay out a solid budget for this to work out.
Yeah, so basically, that is the main issue that we are currently facing as the program managers. Ultimately, we see this setback as a positive thing, since with more participants, we could expand the area of replantation even more. And with the TV network, the exposure could benefit in all the future projects we have. Although by expanding the area, we would have to adjust our program management in terms of the control of the event, food, and most importantly, the sapling and seeds that we'll be using. With this in mind, the objectives of our meeting today is to present the suggested readjustment of our event to accommodate the influx of participants and inquire your feedback and approval for the readjustment.
Yes, you are right. The company would benefit greatly from the publicity. Moreover, this would also create an awareness among the society about the importance of wildlife. Nevertheless, the major concern is still our lack of budget. As we know, the funding is limited and we don't have any other sponsors. So how does the team plan to overcome this setback? I'd like to hear your ideas and suggestions.
All right. So basically, what we have in mind is that we should definitely expand our event area so that we could cover more areas for replantation. And with that, we would like to add in more employees to help out with the increasing amount of participants.
Yes, that is doable. However, those readjustments can only be implemented if the funds are sufficient. So the question remains, with the increasing number of participants, will the team be able to stay within the budget?
Unfortunately, no. As we mentioned, the increased amount of participants will require us to adjust to several factors such as food and resources. Roughly, our budget will increase around 20%.
Well, if that's the case, it seems like we need to find other ways to get more funds. I'd suggest that your team look for sponsors that could collaborate with us on this project. They could provide us fundings and resources, and in exchange, they'll receive ample media coverage. I believe that would be a win-win situation for both parties.
We feel the same way. Seeing as this story will be broadcast, getting a sponsor would be much easier. That being said, we would need your approval on our readjustment before we could make any changes.
Sure, you have my approval on this. So you may proceed with the necessary modifications. Hopefully, there will be no other complications after this. And don't forget to resubmit the project plan to me once you've made the modifications. I expect a revised version of the project and a list of potential sponsors on my desk by the end of this week. Once I've reviewed and approved them, you may submit the finalized proposal to our potential sponsors. Is that clear, Ms. Kathleen?
All right, I'll be sure to update to you on the sponsors that we will acquire. And additionally, we will also get the exact estimation of the newest budget.
I will also add all the necessary detail in regards to the precise amount of participants and resources that we would need, including the updated itinerary.
That would be brilliant. I wish you the best of luck. Before I end this meeting, are there any other questions?
For me, it's good.
Okay, well then, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you for your time and participation.
Thank you, ma'am, for joining us.
Hi, my name is Saminah binti Khuzaimah, matrix number A169334. As seen in this video, I was assigned the role of the general manager. Being a superior in a company where I have people working under me who are directly answerable to me, it was necessary for me to play the part effectively. In the role play, I had to portray certain leadership qualities in order to achieve a desirable outcome. My job was to clarify doubts, initiate discussions, and provide consensus over alarming matters. I acted in a strict demeanor. However, I was understanding and flexible when it was needed. This was done to ensure that my subordinates were motivated and ready to give their best. In order to achieve effective communication, certain strategies were implemented in this role play. My strategy in particular was asking questions. As the general manager, I asked various questions regarding the discussed matter. By doing so, I got a clearer picture of the issue and was able to provide some suggestions of my own. That's all from me. Thank you.
Due to our current situation, we are left to communicate via online. The pandemic not only have changed our norm, but it as well have changed how people are communicating nowadays. Thanks to Roleplay, I managed to get a glimpse of how to communicate professionally with a higher ranked employee in a company through the online meeting. And during the roleplay, I was communicating with my boss, which is Saminah. Despite not being able to show my face in the Zoom meeting, I still have to sound professional, as the setting given was a must for me to be formal. Apart from that, virtual or physical meeting is still a meeting. Thus, one must always follow the rules and etiquettes when attending.
Meetings have adapted into a more technologically reliant medium, and our roleplay aims to showcase the updated medium. I was assigned as an assistant project manager, and through this role, I managed to learn several significant lessons when it comes to communicating professionally with a higher ranked employee. The most prominent communication skill I learned is to be straight and direct when formally presenting what I have to say. Some instances in the roleplay showcase an elaborated point that was too wordy for the others to fully register. Making it simpler and to the point would have been more ideal. Similarly, I also learned to be better prepared in terms of all the necessary equipment I would need during an online meeting, such as camera, internet, and microphone.
Hello ma'am, good morning. My name is Nur Aqasha binti Azizan and I am the new intern for the Public Service Department.
Yes, good morning. I have read your resume. First of all, congratulations for passing the interview. My name is Nur Amalina. You can call me Wan or Ma'am or Madam Amalina. I don't mind. So for the rest of 2 months internship, you'll be under me. So now I'll be explaining about what can happen for the rest of your 2 months internship. So first thing first, have you read your schedule from the email that I've sent you?
Yes, I have.
Good job. Alright. Okay, we're gonna go through the game so you can have answer if there anything you didn't understand.
Okay.
So as you can see from the schedule, you'll be working 5 days a week until the end of your internship. Your internship is basically an online internship for the rest of the 2 months. I'm sorry that you can't actually experience the office internship experience. But safety first, you only have one life. So at least you still have to need to handle a few, I think one at at least one big project for the locals, as explained in the emails I've sent you. So, any questions so far?
Yes, I do have a question for that. May I know what kind of project are you expecting from me?
Okay, for the project that I've been expecting you, it's something that locals can participate with. They have to follow the SOP that the government has stated. They will help you will figure it out. So I've given you after I sent you the official documents from our past event.
Oh yes, I truly will be needing your guidance. Also, may I suggest something for the project? Would it be nice if we actually do like a online video contest? The participants can show their talents like singing, making poems, or dancing. That would be nice.
Great, that's awesome. Absolutely, good job. It actually it follows the SOP, and anyone can join that. That's brilliant. We can continue. You can proceed. I mean, of course, I will be helping you in a few things. But yes. Okay, at the end of internship, I will be leading you to write a report and your experience of your internship. From the local event, what do you gain? Who do you invite, or something like that. But if you, like you say, you want to proceed with the competitions and like making poems or videos online, that's fine. We will go through that later. So for now, so basically that's all. Nothing to work much besides the basic documents, email, the big project, the official documents. Because our service is basically need to face-to-face interaction with the student. That is our service, but it's quarantine and all that, so we might not have much people came by to our office. Before we end, any additional question?
So far, not yet, ma'am. I understand everything completely.
Good job. So if you have any question, you can just email me. If it's urgent, you can just WhatsApp me. If it's not, you can just you can just email me. I will get back to you as soon as I can. So have a good day and welcome to our office.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Have a good day too. The video that we just showed you actually a short online meeting interaction and semi-formal between the new intern Nur Aqasha and the senior employee, which is Nur Amalina. There are 3 communication strategies in there. The first one is personal communication. This communication used emotional language such as "Do not worry, I will be guiding you," "Welcome to the office and have a good day." The second communication strategy used it can be seen from Nur Amalina, which is intuitive communication, where she just cut the chase and get everything straightforward to the new intern. And the new intern used functional communication, which is she wanted to get to know the big picture and as much detail as possible on her new project. And it can be seen by the end of the communication that it is achievable because both understands of their responsibilities and what they should be doing next.
Hello, my name is Nur Amalina and my entry number is A169215, and from the roleplay, the things that the member can learn, and my own conclusion in the roleplay is that because I have specifically talked to a government worker, and I mean that I have specifically asked another government worker about what it feels about her first internship, and she said that do not stand out too much and do not deem too low. Always be humble and sincere in doing your work. So in the role play, we try to show that the intern was not trying to stand out too much. She didn't talk over the senior, and the strategies that we use is that the intern didn't talk over the senior, must be humble, must listen to the senior, and she try not to overtake the conversation. So yes, we did that as our strategies, and from what we did, I can say that from the roleplay, I can say that our communication, it achieved our communication goal by not making the intern trying to stand up too much, and the senior excited to show her the workplace around. Thank you.